I had just returned from Germany the Sunday night before what I now refer to as the blessed event occurred. And so I was tired and I went to sleep at 9 o'clock, but not before my wife and her caregiver, my wife is quite ill, had found an article that was online from Stockholm in the AP, written by a reporter who wrote an article entitled 5 Discoveries That Have Not Yet Won the Nobel Prize. And Rothman and I and Peter Higgs was another one. We're on that list of 5. I don't remember who the other 3 were. And I said, it's irrelevant, it's gossip, it's meaningless. Go to bed. So I fell asleep, fortunately. And then at 1:20 in the morning, you know, when you're, I suppose if you were in Hawaii, it would be even worse, or maybe it would be better. But at 1:20 in the morning, I got a call from Göran Hansson, who is the secretary of the Karolinska Committee. But you know, when you get a call at 1:20 in the morning, it's usually bad news, right? But
don't take the call.
Well, for better or worse, when you've sort of, you know, been nominated and people tell you and people warn you and you know what day it is. Indeed, I have to say, you know what hour it's going to be. So, but I was sleeping. So, but my wife heard the phone first, and she blurted out, "This is it." So I stumbled out of bed and I went to the phone, and there was this very reassuring Swedish accent on the other side. And I knew it wasn't a hoax because I actually recognized the voice. I actually worked with Hansson in another committee. And he congratulated me, and in great eloquence, the first words out of my mouth were, "Oh my God." Hear from an a-religious person. Anyway, so there were a few questions, a few comments, and then Hansson said, "Oh, and don't tell anybody." What do you mean, don't tell anybody? I said, "Well, what about my family?" And, "Oh, okay, you can tell your family, but there's going to be a press conference in an hour in Stockholm, and so they can't tell anybody." So I, hugged my wife and got on the phone, and I called my 87-year-old father. That was a moving experience. My mother died some years ago, and increasingly in recent years, my father, as October arrives, reminds me that he's not going to live forever, and this better happen. But that particular year, he'd lost track of the day, and so when I called him, his new wife shrieked and answered the phone, and